welcome to the channel. It's Erad, and so it looks like Star Citizen of 3.18.2 is live. Finally, I knew it, that they would be waiting for the end of the free fly event. And so, yes, there's been a database reset, a wipe, so you'll be starting with 200,000 Alpha UEC and a fresh reputation, and everything that you would have bought or acquired before will be gone. Now, there are a lot of issues left, and some of them are very surprising in the patch notes, and we're gonna go over there first. It seems that the game clients may close without an error or crash handler, so there's a known crash, so be aware of that. ASUP terminals apparently are not fixed because ASUP terminals are unusable and fade to black when accessed. This has got to be a joke, right, for a live patch. How is this even possible? Anyway, I will try 3.80.2 in another video because, well, this is just live and so it's fresh news. Also, objective delivery is withdrawn here when you reach the mission location, so do not take delivery missions. I think that there's going to be a 3.18.3 at this point, right? It's just ridiculous because delivery missions are one of the main missions for players who are not, who just want to chill, right? And it just can't do that. It's so frustrating to see that in the patch notes. I can't believe that they release a patch with this error that's not been fixed. Anyway, equipping more than 5 components in a single save, change, and equip VMA transaction will fail. Xenothread 1.1 and jump down here. Players cannot sell all quantities of Xena Prolite or Maze from their ship for dynamic events, but small quantities should work. Ship can explode from collisions with invisible asteroids, so do not mind. At least do not mind in asteroid fields because you may explode with invisible asteroids. I think the bounty hunting in mining field, in asteroid fields will be quite a problem as well. The trams are out of sync with station timers, and they also cause trams to overlap. Elevators and trams are jittery during transit of player character. When flying near another ship seems to hit invisible hitbox, which makes it kicks in random directions. My goodness. This sounds like a nightmare. Cargo may be invisible in multiple ships after being purchased. That's okay if it's not visible as long as it's there, right? When attempting to start a refinery job, players receive the following error and something went wrong. It's an error code 20. Security contractor evaluation is not reoffered upon failure. Do not fail your first contract, otherwise you're never going to have a chance to do it again. Combat service beacon progress here. The rating is inconsistent on missions. When it comes to security work assessments here, the remaining NPCs are not spawning in. So look at that. If you do if you do the security work assessment, the NPCs are not spawning, and then you'll never get a chance to do this mission again. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Yeah, the markers will randomly disappear after quantum travel with no route set. But hey, they've got a couple of bug fixes, including 10 client crashes, 9 server crashes, a server deadlock. Let's have a look at some of the things that they also fixed, because not everything is so terrible, I suppose, right? So let's say, for example, that they fixed multiple areas of the prison escape route where players could not vault out of. Ships should no longer sometimes be claimed at another location. AI victim names now should correctly display when you commit a crime. 2 extra Odyssey 2 Alpha undersuits should no longer appear in player inventories. You should have the noob suit, not the Odyssey 2 Alpha suit. The movement of players' head should now be smooth with track IR. Yeah, it was not very smooth, I have to say. Yeah, it's true. They fixed frequent pockets of extremely low FPS performance in landing zones and in ships. They fixed spawning inside rivers. The trees were spawning inside rivers. This was fixed. The New Deal and Vantage rental kiosk should no longer be missing. Also, fugitive recovery here mission should no longer result in a crime stat for the bounty hunter. Additional FPS AI that don't count for the mission should no longer spawn. Yeah, I have seen a lot of additional AI that just were not part of the mission. It was very strange. Spawning ships will no longer cause the requested ships to spawn outside of the hangar. I'm glad this was fixed as well. The Reclaimer elevator control panels should now fully respond. Salvage lasers now fully provide RMC when scrapping a hull. Entering or exiting the seat of the vulture should no longer cause salvage beams to become desync. Yeah, they were desync since 3.18.0, right? The Antares QED should no longer have low health. Players in the given instance should no longer experience a response latency to up to a dozen seconds of interaction. They fixed lootable container slots containing no loot. Melting and upgrading a ship while the player is bedlogged should no longer put the player in a bad state, which was a 30k can't login error here. Fix the Visit Horizon commercial freezing in the cockpit. This was pretty very annoying, I cannot imagine here. Combat assistant mission should not correctly progress after enemy has been destroyed. Alright, there's been a couple of more here, but they're not, for example, rented ships should no longer disappear from Aesop when claimed, right? Anyway, I'm going to try this out quite extensively. I'll make a first impression videos, and I suppose there will be time after that to make a review of 3.18. It's been way overdue. I've started writing it, but I got a bad feeling when it comes to the quality part when I see all those very annoying issues. Anyway, I've been Erad. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.